run inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press,
oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Clark. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Makes it past the marker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Fuller. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They feed him again. And he's in! Touchdown, Gamecocks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Running inside, it's Cobb. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Here's a little room there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial. That's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man. You get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keep.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Here comes the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now on third down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Throwing, Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? And some room to work. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Brown wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
On the ground, it's Fuller. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
That's caught. It's Tuggle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to...
There he goes! Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball.
There's some room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Cobb across the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. Showing off the arms. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sellers. Got it behind the line. It's Sellers. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
To the air, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And they got it. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead.
All right, well, the offense deciding not to get too risky and go in the 2-minute mode. They're just happy having the lead going into halftime.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Here's Sellers to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Clark. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunt. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Oh, snags it, and there's running room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Down to the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. Sellers to the air again. Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And his throw is incomplete. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Motion from the back. Flips it out in the flat. Still on his feet. Caught, and he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Running the red zone, it's Cobb. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Throwing Sellers. Rushes on him, trying to get away. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Gain of 23 on the play.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's got the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Sellers. Under fire. And it's a sack.
It
already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the ball.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside. It's Cobb. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We reach the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Going deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sellers on the play action. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Swings it out to his running back. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Throwing, Sellers. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him.
Looking for a deep man. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Got his man, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and